So I'm trying to answer some of the questions I get on Instagram, mostly about getting a grapple saw truck. And I guess people, it's a big investment, so people just don't want to make any mistakes. The way I got my grapple saw truck, it's pretty wild, and I wouldn't recommend it to anyone, but it might be a good story. It's a proof that if I got the truck, pretty much anyone else can get it. At least at least if you have something going for you, maybe a good credit score or some other good relationships that can be leveraged in and help you get the truck. Anyways, I'll just tell a quick story how we started, and then I'll tell you how that ended up going into this direction of us getting a grapple saw trucks. But I originally started a grapple truck service. So that's a grapple truck, not a grapple saw. So that's a grapple truck that picks up debris, and that's what I was doing for like 5 years. I got my grapple truck, and I was serving all the other tree services. That was like 95% of my work. I would just be picking up tree debris for other tree services, and that's how I met all the tree guys. That's how I learned about that business, and that's how I eventually went to transit into that business, because I thought grapple truck, even though I was making money, it was really hard for me to scale that business, and I didn't see how to do it other than investing millions of dollars and getting my own like recycling facility. And if I wanted to get into production of mulch or compost or something like that, maybe that would have been a way. But just owning a grapple trucks, running them around and picking up load, it's such a tough business, such a small margin, such an expensive machine that needs this CDL driver, that needs to be decent driver, not only a driver but decent operator and stuff. So that was good, but I didn't see any ways how to scale that. I like tree service business way better as I was learning more about it. And then I was thinking about those grapple saw trucks for some time. I've seen them up north. They were used much more, and then whenever I would ask around my tree guys why no one else has it here, we didn't have any of these in South Florida, they would tell me, well, we don't have that big of trees, and and that was a good argument, even though since I got my grapple saw truck, I learned Florida is pretty awesome for grapple saw trucks, because all the houses, entire Florida is pretty crowded. The lots of land, properties are not that big, so that means all the houses, people and trees, that's all crammed into a tight area. And that's where grapple saw truck has a big advantage in these urban setups, when you need to remove tree that's really close to a house, that's leaning over the house, and stuff like that. So I really I'm really happy that I got my grapple saw truck, and that changed my life for sure. But when I was gonna get it, I was just I had all of those questions too, and I wasn't sure if that was a good idea or not. But anyways, when COVID hit, that's where I got opportunity, and I jumped on it, and it was very, very risky. So I got I got SBA loan for $100,000, and that's how I got my grapple saw truck. I put those $100,000 as a down payment, and that's how I got my grapple saw truck. I didn't have a ton of money saved up, and I figured, even though I don't have much work as of now, I figured I have this grapple truck service going, so that's gonna get me going, and maintaining and paying for those payments, insurance, and all the bills all the new increase of bills that I'm gonna be getting. and I'll just start slowly. And that's what I did. It was very very wild and unusual. So I wasn't even a legit tree service when I got my Grapple Saw truck. It was like when they built my Grapple Saw truck, and when we finally brought it over, we had this engineer Jason. He was supposed to be there with a few days with us here in South Florida, just teaching me basics and how to unfold the crane and use it and stuff like that. And I didn't even have a tree that we would be removing for a customer. Like, I didn't have any jobs lined up. So what I ended up doing, my girlfriend, you know, she didn't like the tree she has, so I said, well, this is your opportunity to get rid of it. So I cut my girlfriend's tree. That was my first tree that we cut. That's the first video we put on YouTube too. And that's how I got my education while doing that. And that was pretty embarrassing. Even Jason figured that out, that we're not getting, you know, we don't have any jobs lined up or anything, but you know, that's how I did it. So if I can do it, anyone can do it. But for sure you should know a few things, what to expect once getting your Grapple Saw truck. Hopefully you're a tree guy and you have you know, way more work than I used to have in the beginning. And then also, obviously, you know, depending on the part of the country you live in, not everywhere you would get the most out of those trucks. As I said, those urban tight spaces are great for my truck. I can get it pretty much anywhere. It's good for driveways, doesn't break them. It's just it's a heavy truck, but not too heavy, so that's usually okay. It's not too long. I fit on a driveway, and I can reach like 100 feet over the roof and get most of the trees in South Florida. But if you live somewhere where trees are way bigger, like maybe, you know, Pacific Northwest or something, I don't think you would have that big of a, you know, like use for this truck. Maybe you would rather get a stick crane or something like that. But if you have trees that you can reach and you have a lot of leads, you have your tree service going, and then there is no Grapple Saw trucks around maybe, and then maybe you have a, you know, a crew that's not that reliable, that's one of your biggest problems. You know, that's all good reasons to get a Grapple Saw truck. Also, another reason is you'll get a lot of attention. You'll connect with another tree guys in your area. You know, it's gonna put you on a map. It's gonna get you a lot of attention every time you do the work. It just looks good. It's very attractive. People gonna take picture of it, take videos and stuff like that. So it's good for self-promotion too, whenever you bring it out on a job site. Something you should be worried about, maybe, if you want to get one of these and you don't plan on operating it yourself. And that's what I see. I would say big 90+% of those trucks are operated by owner, and that's one of the issues. It won't be easy for you to find someone who would be you know, a good candidate to be trusted with the truck. And it's not only letting someone remove the tree with the truck. You want this truck to last as much as it can, not only, you know, like maybe 5 years till you have those payments, but hopefully you keep it in a good shape for a long time, and you can you know, run that business for a long time before you have to replace it. And that truck is you know, like it has a lot of parts to it, and it is a gentle crane. You want to operate it with a lot of love. You want to maintain it, grease it, and all of that too. But you know, so that's something you should think about. Are you ready to fall in love with this truck? To you know, it's you'll have to, in a way, marry this truck and make it part of your life or daily routine if you want to own one of these, especially in the beginning, I would say. But you know, if you're so lucky and you have a great CDL operator waiting for you to maybe you can send him somewhere for some education, and and solve that problem that way. But yeah, that's how I got my grapple saw truck. It's been 3 years now. It has changed my life. I love everything it did for me. I'm really happy I'm not in grapple truck picking up debris service anymore. We just remove trees now. I'm the one operating my truck, but still, whenever I show up with that truck, I make more money than I could ever do with the grapple truck, right? Picking up debris. So this is it's expensive machine, but you know, it can be worth it if you know, if everything is right. Well, anyways, that at least that's some of my points I can bring out here by heart. If you guys have any other questions regarding grapple saw trucks or my experience, I'll be more than happy to make another one of these videos. Thank you guys for watching.